know who we are. You know who we are. We are QPR.
So the day had finally arrived. 15,000 QPR fans made the trip up the M1 to Villa Park in a crowd of over 30,000 for a momentous day. The following is an extract from the brilliant Alex Stock autobiography, A Little Thing Called Pride, where he talks about his emotions on the day in the build-up to this match.
I will remember Saturday the 11th of May 1968 as long as I live. The longest day of my life is etched on my memory, engraved there, so I can never forget the nightmare pressure of that afternoon at Villa Park. It was a match I had waited for ever since I came into management. There was no turning back. The players had travelled a long way together, and to fail on the last day of the season would have been nothing short of disastrous. It was also my chance to equal the record held by Jimmy Seed, the proud record of taking a team from the third to the first division in successive seasons, a day that would never come around again. It is difficult to put into words exactly how I felt when I sat down just before 3 o'clock. It was the climax of 21 years in management and 9 long hard months of that season when I had struggled with asthma. And that certainly took me to the summit of anxiety. I have always been a superstitious person and a great believer in using the same routine when you are worried about something. So when I left home at 9:30 in the morning, I was wearing the same suit, shirt, and blue socks I had worn on match days throughout that season. Marjorie had said "good luck" by the front door, and for some reason that shook me. Why should I need luck? I said to myself. No one can help me and I don't need luck, we damn well deserve to go up. The coach was waiting at Shepherd's Bush and I ordered the driver to use exactly the same route he had always taken to Villa Park. It sounds stupid now, but for some reason I thought it was the right thing to do. I just had a feeling we shouldn't change our habit. As we were passing through Newport Pagnell, I suddenly began to think of the referee Leo Callaghan, a solid, honest man. I hoped he knew what this game meant to me. I remembered the last time he had controlled one of our games at Loftus Road and how we looked after him. I hope he remembers those sandwiches we had that day. I thought to myself, they were a big special and Leo commented on them. I began to get quite neurotic about Callaghan and the sandwiches we had given him for an after-match snack. Remember those sandwiches, Leo, I kept saying to myself. Remember those bloody sandwiches.
Les Allen once again started in place of the injured Roger Morgan, but it was a tough start as Rangers seemed a bit overawed with the occasion. Villa went 1-0 up and the promotion dream was starting to fade. But then news came through that Blackpool were also behind. So at half-time, Rangers were still heading to the first division, but certainly needed a better second-half performance to make sure. Rangers were better after the break, but still behind, and news came through that Blackpool had turned it round and were now 3-1 up. Only a win would do now for Rangers. 20 minutes to go, and a free kick out wide, with Les Allen stood over it. He floated the ball into the box, and up rose Mick Leach just as he did at Ipswich to head the ball past the keeper. But this time, the ball struck the bar and bounced down on the line. Where's the Russian linesman when you need him? But we had a Welsh referee who was in no doubt the ball across the line, and he gave the goal. 1-1. Hope now for QPR, as the fans urged the team forward to get the winner. Alex Stock was a nervous man on the bench. He recalls these feelings in his autobiography.
I did everything I could to lift the players, shouting and screaming, jumping up and down, pointing, encouraging, criticizing, but with 15 minutes left I had nothing more to offer. I had run out of everything, including steam and prayers, and I could see my dream disappearing.
8 minutes to go, and the hard-working Frank Clark held onto the ball and picked out Rodney Marsh with a beautiful pass for him to run onto. Marsh got ready to pick his spot. The crowd froze, and time seemed to stand still. Just as Marsh went to shoot, Villa defender Keith Bradley lunged in with a last-ditch tackle, taking the ball just off Rodney's foot. But it sliced spectacularly past his own goalkeeper and into the back of the net. The crowd went wild, fans in absolute ecstasy. Over to Alex Stock.
I screamed at Bill Dodgen to find out how long to go. 3 minutes, boss, he said. 3 minutes, how could they do this to me? I was up on my feet again, and this time the only person I could think of was the referee. Leo, I screamed, blow the whistle, you Welsh bastard. This means a lot to me, come on, it's time. Knowing full well there were 2 minutes left. Callaghan had to stop the game and ordered me to calm down, but it wasn't easy. 30 seconds to go when Villa were given a free kick just inside our half, and of course they ordered everyone into our penalty box. As the kick dropped towards our goal, all I could see was a mass of claret and blue shirts pouring on our goal. It was like the charge of the Light Brigade, and I could hardly bear to watch. Christ, I thought, they are going to score. Then it happened, dear Leo Callaghan. He did remember those sandwiches and he blew the final whistle. We were up, we had reached the first division.
Ipswich drew at Blackburn to seal the title. Blackpool had also won to finish level on points with QPR. But then if you finished level on points, it went to goal average rather than goal difference. QPR had an average of 1.86, whilst Blackpool were 1.65. So it was QPR heading up, and Blackpool remained in Division 2. Although they did go on to win promotion the following year. Rangers finished the season in second place, an unbelievable achievement. Alan Harris, Mike Keane and Ian Morgan were all ever present that season with 46 appearances. Roger Morgan played through the pain to feature 44 times. Rodney Marsh was top scorer again with 14 goals in just 26 games. Ian Morgan got 10 from out wide, whilst Mick Leach also got 10, with 3 of those absolutely vital in the final 3 games of the season. Roger Morgan got 8 goals, as did Alan Wilkes, who of course had that stunning night, scoring 5 against Oxford United. What a season, and what a team. Back-to-back promotions for arguably our greatest ever manager, and QPR were heading to the top flight for the first time in our history. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a like and subscribe to the channel.